A very good morning to dear students. Today we are going to study one more examples on the elliptic equations. That is the previous we have studied Laplace equation. It is also same like that only, but they are using the functions. You are using the derivatives of the conditions. Problem for the solving a Laplace equation involving the Neumann boundary conditions. Here we have studied three conditions, Neumann, Dirichlet's, and one more condition. But here we are using the Neumann boundary conditions for rectangle with the initial conditions ux of 0, y is equal to 0, ux of a, y is equal to 0, ui of x, b is equal to f of x, u of x, 0 is equal to 0. So let us find the solution of the given elliptic equation. It is a Laplace equation. Already mentioned here, Laplace equation. So the Laplace equation step, we have studying the 8 steps. First step, the Laplace equation is, we know that very well, vxx plus uyy is equal to 0. By using the variable separable method, we know that the solution is u of x, y is equal to x of x, y of y is equal to, called equation number 1. Now, finding the using the equation 1, find the uxx and uyy. How will get uxx and uyy value means differentiate equation 1 with respect to x one time and more time, then you will get uxx value. Uyy is like this only, differentiate the given equation 1 with respect to y times, we get uyy. After getting the uxx and uy value, substitute in the equation, Laplace equation, uxx plus uyy, then you will get uxx nothing but x double dash of x, y of y. And what is the u double dash of y? U double dash of y nothing but x of x, y double dash of y. And after those values substituting in the Laplace equation, and we'll get in this form, x double dash of y plus x y double dash is equal to 0. Now dividing here xy, then we'll get x double dash by x, y double dash of y is equal to 0. Now suppose, you know that previously solving the variable separable method, x double dash by x is equal to minus lambda square. And one more, this one, x double dash plus lambda square x is equal to 0. And y double dash minus lambda square y is equal to 0, you'll get from this equation. Then equate x double dash of x is equal to minus lambda square, y double dash by y is equal to minus lambda square. We get the two equations, and these are the, that is the second derivative. Then find the solution of these two. Steps 2, solving the equation 2 using given by x of x is equal to c1 cos lambda x plus c2 sin lambda x, y of y is equal to c3 e to the power of lambda y plus c4 e to the power of minus lambda y. How will you get it? The solution means here, this is the equation 2a, that is d square plus 1 is equal to 0, d is equal to minus 1, d is equal to plus or minus I the roots. Then roots are imaginary. We write the solution in this form. X of x is equal to c1 cos lambda x plus c2 sin lambda x. And second one, d square plus 1, d square minus 1 is equals to 0. Then d square is equals to 1, d is equal to plus or minus 1. Then solution of 2b we can write in this form. Equation, this one, 2b nothing but. Okay. So the y of y is equal to c3 e to the power of lambda plus c4 e to the power of minus lambda. Then substituting the equation 3 in 1, value x of x is known, y of y is known. Then the solution of the main solution will get u of x, y is equal to c1 cos lambda x plus c2 sin lambda x, c3 e to the power of lambda y plus c4 e to the power of minus lambda y. Call this is equation number 1. Now, as we know that in the previous example, we have to study the given partial differential equation in the three cases. One is lambda square is greater than 0. One is lambda is equal to 0. One more, it is lambda square is less than 0. When lambda square is greater than 0, then the equation 3 and the equation 4 implies x of x is equal to c1 cos lambda x plus c2 sin lambda x, y of y is equal to c3 e to the power of lambda y plus c4 e to the power of minus lambda y. Then lambda square is greater than 0. The solution is in this form. U of x comma y is equal to C1 cos lambda x plus C2 sin lambda x into C3 e to the power of lambda y plus C4 e to the power of minus lambda. This is called equation number 5. Then find the derivative of this with respect to x. Equation 5 differentiate with respect to x, we will get ux of x comma y is equal to minus C1 sin lambda x into lambda, C2 lambda cos lambda x, C3 e to the power of lambda y. This is same as it is because you are differentiating with respect to x. And as I told in the previous examples, we have here, this is the half solution, this is one more half solution. Then both together we combine, we'll get the total general solution. Then like this, after differentiating x, equation 5, differentiate with respect to y. Then u of x comma y is equal to C1. Then here we are differentiating y. Then means C1 cos lambda x plus C2 sin lambda x as it is. Here we differentiation of this. C3 is constant e to the power of lambda y. Differentiation e to the power of lambda y. Here C4 e to the power of minus lambda y differentiation is minus C4 e to the power of minus lambda y into lambda, because here lambda is taken common. E to the power of lambda y is e to the power of lambda y into lambda. Here is also minus e to the power of minus lambda into lambda. That's we taking the lambda common here. So step 4, when lambda square, case 2, when lambda square is equal to 0, equation 2 becomes, the equation means this equation. Lambda square is 0 means this equation lambda square is equal to 0, x double dash of x 0, y double dash of y 0. So to find the solution of this, x double dash of x is equal to 0, y double dash of x is equal to, y double dash is equal to 0. Then here, this one, integrate 2 times with respect to x, and we'll get x integration, this is equals to, then after integration, we'll get 1 x dash is equals to C5. One more time differentiate, one more time integrate with respect to x, we'll get x is equals to C5x plus C6. C5, C6 are integration constant. Like that only y double dash is equal to 0, integrate 2 times, we'll get in this form. Y of value C7y plus C8. Call this is equation number 6. Therefore, here, then we know that the values of x double dash and y double dash, then ux of xy is equals to C5, C7y plus C8. And u of x comma y is equal to C7, C5x, C6, we'll get it. Now, here, case 3, step 5, step 3, when lambda square is less than 0, equation 3 becomes u of xy is equal to C9 e to the power of lambda x plus C1, C10 e to the power of lambda x, C11 cos lambda y plus C12 sin lambda y, called equation number 7. Then this one, differentiate with respect to x. Already we did here. Ux of x comma y is equal to C9 e to the power of lambda x minus C10 e to the power of lambda x. We are differentiating this term. This is keeping as it is. So here e to the power of minus lambda x minus x e to the power of minus lambda x. Here x e to the power of lambda x. Then x taking common. Then this term as it is, they called equation number 7a. Differentiate again equation 7 with respect to y. Then u of y, x of y is equal to C9 e to the power of lambda x plus C10 e to the power of lambda. This is as it is. Now here cos differentiation is minus sign. Minus C11 sin lambda y, again lambda, then C12 cos lambda into lambda, called equation number 7b. Now step 6. Now by applying the boundary conditions for equation 5a, so at x is equal to 0, ux of x comma y is equal to, then x is equal to 0 means here, this is dou u by dou x, don't substitute here. It is ux of x 0 comma y. That is, there C1 is, we'll get C1 is 0. C2 is equal to 0, C2 lambda, C3 e to the power of lambda plus C4 e to the power of lambda is equal to 0. Then at x is equals to a, u of x comma y is equal to, we'll get minus C1 lambda sin lambda a, C3 e to the power of lambda y plus C4 e to the power of minus lambda y. So here C2 is 0 means after substituting the C2, we using this boundary condition, that is Ux of x comma y, x is equals to a. Then C1 is not equal to 0. C1 is not equal to 0. Then we are only finding the half solution. Then lambda is not equal to 0. Sin lambda a must be equals to 0. Then sin lambda is equal to 0. 0 you can written in terms of sin n pi. Then lambda is equal to n pi by a. This is exist for all the values of n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. By using the linear superposition theory, once we know that the solution, we can use the n dimensional. It is a space. Then u of x comma y is equal to n is equal to 0 to infinity. Cn cos n pi by a into x, C3 e to the power of n pi by a. Wherever lambda is there, substitute n pi by a in the all the previous solutions. Then C3 e to the power of n pi by a y plus C4 e to the power of minus n pi by a into y. U of x comma y is equal to summation of n is equal to 0 to infinity an e to the power of n pi by y plus bn e to the power of minus n pi by y cos n pi by a into x, where how will get it? Cn C3 is there. Cn, instead of Cn C3 we are writing one constant an. Cn C4 instead we are written bn. Then here putting y is equal to 0 and differentiate equation 5 with respect to x, we get, that is from the equation 5b, meaning u of y x comma 0 is equal to 0. This is the condition. And in the right hand side, wherever y is there, put 0. Then summation of n is equal to 0 to infinity an e to the power of n pi by y minus bn e to the power of n pi by cn cos n pi by x. Summation n is equal to 0 to infinity. We are substituting y is equal to 0 here. E to the power of 0 value is 1. E to the power of minus 0 value is 1. Then we'll get only a n minus bn n pi by a. Cn cos n pi by a x as it is equals to 0. From this is equation 5b, we will get it. And an minus bn n pi by is equal to 0. Then n pi by a is not equal to 0. an minus bn must be equals to 0. Then an is equals to bn. Then look here, an is equal to bn means wherever bn is there, substitute in the back this solution. Instead of bn, you write an is equals to bn. So what will get it in this solution, where here when an is equals to bn is equal to substitute here. So we will get u of x comma y is equal to summation of n is equal to 0 to infinity an e to the power of n pi by a into y plus an e to the power of minus n pi by a y. Wherever bn is there, substitute an cos n pi by a into x as it is. So here we are writing the an take common. An summation of n is equal to 0 to infinity an e to the power of n pi by a into y plus e to the power of minus n pi by y cos n pi by ax as it is. So find u of x comma is equal to n is equal to 0 to infinity. Here 2 times you'll get it. How will get it? 2 times an e to the power of n pi by a. Here this one you write in the form of hyperbolic form, e to the power of n pi by a y plus e to the power of minus n pi by y. That is, we write 2 times of cos hyperbolic n pi by a y. I am writing this one in the hyperbolic form. 2 times of cos hyperbolic n pi by, will get it. This cos of n pi by ax as it is. So this is called equation number B. Also, like this, using the uy ux also, u of x comma y at x is equals to b, uy x comma b is equal to f of x is the boundary condition given there. Then u of x comma y equals to summation n is equal to 0 to infinity 2 times of an n pi by a sin hyperbolic sin pi by a y cos n pi by a into x. When x is equals to y is equal to b, then we'll get u of x comma y, where it is here. Y is equal to b, u of x comma y is equals to b in this equation. Uy, this equation. But we this equation u of x comma y is equal to this seventh b. Then using the seventh b, we'll get this solution. As you using this like this previous what we have done, all the steps we do like that only, but it is in terms of there, instead of this here minus will get it, then here sine hyperbolic. Then u of x comma y is equal to summation n is equal to 0 to infinity 2 times of an n pi by a sine hyperbolic n pi by a into y cos n pi by a into x as it is when y is equals to b. F of x is equals to, then there is the condition is there, u of y x comma b is equal to f of x. Then instead of u of x comma y, when x is equals to y is equal to b, we are rating this condition. F of x is equal to summation of n is equal to 0 to infinity 2 times of an n pi by a sine hyperbolic n pi by a into b cos n pi by a into x, which is the Fourier cosine series where an is equals to 2 by a 1 by 2 n pi by a, this one sine hyperbolic n pi by a into b integral of 0 to a f of a cos n pi by a into x dx. An is equals to, simplify this, you'll get a divided by n pi sine hyperbolic n pi by a into b, then n pi by a into b integral 0 to a f of a cos n pi by a into x dx is the solution of the for equation 5. Then step 7, now using the boundary condition for equation 6, that is u of x comma y is equal to c5x plus c6, c7y plus c8. Consider equation 6a. Using the conditions ux of 0 comma y is equal to 0, ux of 0 comma y is equal to 0, then we'll get c5 is 0 there. Then after substituting c5 is 0, then using the x is equals to a, ux of a comma y is also 0. There it is c6 is equal to 0. c5 is 0 means this will get the ux of x 0 comma y. Ux of means this one. Equation this one, ux of x comma y, equation 7a. Equation 7a, using the boundary condition x is equal to 0, x is equals to a. Then after using the conditions, we'll get c5 is 0, c6 is 0. Then also using the conditions u of uy x comma 0 is equal to 0, that is c7 will get c7 is 0. Uy x comma b is equal to 0, c7, then it is using the equation 7b. Then using the condition c7, c1 it is also 0. Thus the leading of the trivial solution, because all the constants are 0, c7, c5 0, c6 0, c7 0, c8 0. It is a trivial solution, all the constants are 0. Now using the boundary conditions, equation 7, that is at 7a, if x comma y is equal to c9 e to the power of lambda x minus c10 e to the power of minus lambda x into lambda c11 cos lambda y plus c12 sin lambda y. If x of 0 comma y, x is equal to 0, then use the boundary conditions. Boundary condition ux of 0 comma y is 0. Then here this is value is 1, this value is also 1, c9 minus c10 lambda, this term as it is. Then this term is not equal to 0, this term must be equal to 0. c9 lambda minus c10 lambda is equal to 0. Then ux x is equals to a, this is x is equal to 0, x is equal to a, ux of a comma y is equal to 0. Then substitute wherever x is there, a. c9 e to the power of lambda a minus c10 e to the power of minus lambda, this term as it is. So this is not equal to 0. Then c9 lambda e to the power of lambda y minus c10 lambda e to the power of lambda y must be equals to 0. So simplifying the above two equations, these equations, and c9 lambda e to the power of lambda a minus c10 lambda e to the power of lambda is equal to 0. c9 lambda e to the power of lambda a minus c10 lambda e to the power of lambda is equal to 0. Subtract. then first term goes to 0. Then here C10 lambda is common. E to the power of minus lambda a minus e to the power of lambda is equal to 0. Then this is not equal to 0. Then C10 lambda is equal to 0. C10 is equal to 0. When C10 is equal to 0 means C10 0 substitute C9 minus C10 lambda is equal to 0. C9 minus C10 lambda is equal to 0. Then C9 0 nothing but C lambda is not equal to 0. C9 automatically 0. So thus u of x comma y is, look here. Then already C9, C10 is 0. The final solution will get u of x comma y is equal to C11 cos lambda y plus C12 sin lambda y. Now using the conditions, uy x comma 0 is 0. Uy x comma 0 is 0. C12 is 0. C12 is 0. U of x comma b is equal to f of x. So uy, I'm talking about. Then f of x is equals to, then here already C12 0, this is 0. Then we left only C11 cos lambda y. So differentiate with respect to y. Then uy of x comma b f of x is minus C11 sin lambda b lambda. Equation 7 also leads to the trivial solution. Thus, the equation is a required solution. This is the one more problem on the Laplace equation by using the here boundary conditions, derivative boundary conditions. And previous example, it is only we taking the function and only the function and its conditions. Here derivative of the function. That's all. Okay.